etu franka e de apre mese badwa kwanwa e de ama MPP ama yokuo no aya me wofa ase akua afriye o kiremi se o ma no mo kan nanso kwoto asisu gina ye sei wo ma modin a na mo nkwoto aba ne wajatum aba no wo ma kwakoto
Yebekwa Asante Mantema na eya shenkafo omo wa ejeso transport union for esie kwan ya no wa ejeso ekonwe eye kwantempo ne so no esan construction worker omo ye.
Ensama no pina ka hona yade ba se mesa oman adwuma kasebo ewo DLFM 106.9 na yaka mo se Enquires Association woni yankabom ku a watai yam papa Charles kwadwafusu dadi Lumba dwumade nyina chi in fact ekuo no emu odesa no manam ebi wa monone ene be nso wo omaganam no dwumade omudi nyina se papa na nyemto ono mota ekire afis no wada se hye da so ye DLFM 106.9 dwumade nyina ne kuyi atachi nti ebi wa monone ene bi wa omaganam won be so moteto makoba mu nti se okondo kuyi a frempinifo na bra mu chiri madodade ewu mu no in fact wuwura mu a wani ba Japan ahomatrufo na 0538 865 393 0538 865 393 say homla ne say yemfa odonti bre de nyina yemfa odo na yemfa mo odom
Me kan Lumba super edi ama obi biara san say yen super pa ba adwaman so bia eto agusu a otobi enti bomode anama wonsa enka wode na mpanifo peshenkani onim tricycle ani ki atwi ntu ye shenkani afrempanifo e 0555 274 757 and 0577 475 343 Okodan suma ne important ma madam Abanyameche ewo eya adjacent Lumba spot or appear to slay na freno ewo 0557 349 401 Mama Vic ewo Franco spot ebon eye washing bay no freno ewo 0500 680 783 Bra Kwame ewo da command circle station oben Adom Choba no freno ewo 0244 094 793 Madam Edith Kusi ewo Dowenya o Opsi Central University freno ewo 0246 601 004 and 0266 400 215
akenka fo yesi peteprem ebesumba ne bre no edi amejeso aya wo fa Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy bi mahuteden ene ehunsuo mpene mene
Adwoa Agyei Sikapa
yada ya ho yaba yade kasebo ne kire mu ankasa ebeto aso edi asomo
DL News.
Yamamo akwaba afitumlika ne hia yen YouTube no so a na DLFM 106.9 na yemfa kasebo no enchirimu yemfa ensomom yensha kasebo na se FM free Asante Matenum na nkra abato DL kasebo pono so enchirimu sem Enquires blane asi awa Asante Matemu adahoma se eno wakwabre east mensenim awa Asante Matenum a enam so emanipa miensa Tim Kanana wonu nyada ahwere wono nkwa ba ko de bebia oda sese ni in fact emodin ye pam na nka no echirim se nkwanhia no esi endrada na mla na eye bullion van a edimirika tente na kia bi nso a ene cement dodo pa gumo no so nam ne kwan na no ena nam se bullion van ni mirika tente a wodinti no chese efiri ne kwan so ena wakwa akokọ fi eye kia na oba ne kwan so ena mo ne kwanya ntam se ne panyan enam so amatoyem ho no ma no aposifo mienu a na wonom ewo bullion van mu no tim kaja wonom nyinada etime ehwere wonom enkwam sara nso nipa ba agufuro mienu a moka ho no prepre mu odin po hyenkani ba ko a no de owo bullion van mu de nyame kopon bode afafie di ne ho afofi a mekese no otumi enya ne kiri editi mu na no na nipa mu gina ho hu de esi edeto eye DL 106.9 kase ebonim yanam suni a otonkra edifa Asante Matemu edemayen ne de Samuel ofoli boaten na mo kire mi say in fact wo hwem rikatenta na bullion van no na su sika na odekọ na mrikatenta wode no efrini kwan so na no ekotisi kia no no nso edimrika na walodi cement ode ba obi anka bia hyem e nam so menkwanhye wo yakosi amekese no aposifo mienu timamune baako kana na munya ahwere mo nkwa afoforo mienu bem da sese no emu edin ye pam na ka yɛbɔ yɛ ho mmɔden sɛ yɛnsa bɛka ɛnam sini a ɔtɔnkra ɛde firi asantemantam de brɛn Samuel ofuli bɔten nanso na homa no ayɛ hye pa a mekɛsie no yɛnsa ka na egu so abɔ yɛ ho mmɔden yɛnsa ka na bɔ mmɔden ade mu nkyerɛmu ɛde asom nti woba YouTube no so a DLFM 106 pɔna yɛde video nato so a woba bɛnya bi na wahwɛ ɛde ama yɛn sika deɛ asie ni hwɛ video na ɛda so no hwɛ sɛdeɛ kaa na ayɛ kaa ne nyinaa tete koraa tete ɛposifoɔ nankasa so a emu mmienu tim ɛna do mu nyinaa hwɛ ɔmo nkwa
na sɛ na kaa ya tete die kwadwo
awreko
unya nkwa krampo na san na sɛ
pra in fact sɛdeɛ ayɛ na no ɔden so serious sɛdeɛ akwanhyia na ayɛ na no ɔden paa nti yɛbɛsrɛ saa ahyɛn ahodoɔ ayɛ na ɔmɔde fa sika no yɛsrɛ mirika na no ɔden dodo edu baabi a mirika ɔmo tuo no ayɛ ho sɛ polisifoɔ no so ma ɔmo escort ɔmo di ɔmo anim ti minim deɛ nti a ɔmo tu sɛ mirika tente no
na sa police for na kasa kran so no etru kasa o te kema beti so mo bom siren sana
yesre polisifoɔ mienu tim kagya sentiment ɔmo nyina hwɛ ɔmo nkwa sika bere ne nti enko yanim
yanto akase ebone se no mampani John Dramani Mahama e de abeto dwa echiemu se ebeye Ghana nije ye pa so mo ne ye Portuguese aban no ebetimi aka bom no ma ye nhyehyeye e de afa national airline ho no mo hwe se nkranhye ebetimi aboma ne wiem hyen ene sikasem famu no de nsemi etu dwa eye nne ya wo okuta sabosom ne de to so du e won fimpim mienu ne aduonunum e wa abra dwumedie bi ekosto wo Jubilee House echiemu ya de ommenya eye letters yedie wom efri eye accredited ambassadors baya enum ediama omanga na chese Portuguese eye somafo so eka ho sanso na eba Chad ene Gabon mu nyina eka ho bi na yade one eye Portuguese ambassador no etwetwe nkomo no mampani John Dramani Mahama se omo hwese ne omo betimi ne omo akabom na ebeboa se ne ebe ya ebe wie mu hyen sanso na ejedie ene sikasem fam a bibia ebetimi akoso yodin sem sei editudwa.
Till today, the most famous tourist landmark in Ghana is the Elmina Castle, which was built by the Portuguese several centuries ago. And so our ties are historical. We also appreciate the fact that the Portuguese National Airline flies directly to Accra. And so that improves people-to-people relationship. I've flown it before. When I was going to Brazil, I went through Lisbon with TAP, and then with TAP, Sao Paulo. And so I have experienced your national airline before. Ghana itself is trying to re-establish our national airline.
106.9
We'll be looking for partners. If Portuguese, your national airline is interested, we could do a partnership. But we want to expand economic relations with Portugal, and we believe that we can attract more investors to come and invest in Ghana. Ghana has a lot of natural resources, a lot of land, a lot of water. So for agriculture, for agribusiness, for mining, oil and gas, I mean, there's so many opportunities that we have here with a market size of almost 35 million people. And then also with the African Continental Trade Area, it's possible to reach a market size of 1.3 billion people in Africa. And so we believe that forging stronger economic ties and inviting more Portuguese business people to come and do business in Ghana would be a win-win.
Eni ya uti ye Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama.
Baby ametia na yeme de na say win. Yes, obi abedi nkunim. Obi antwa ne yonko. Obi abedi nkunim. Yanto akase abo no so ne yankwa so anyina mu wasantement visa ho no ne huru pam. Na nkra batodi ya kase abo pono so echire mu am. Okopie mu awa hodwo am. Bia bi wo honom ye fra wanom baba ayoyo. Eno no e wasantement ne honom no ayade anuadan ina di makotene pa ewo Kumase Metropolitan Assembly honom. Na nka ne kire mu se eja etuma to honom e ma mekese no ho kire aba no esene kurei na dan maako beboro ha ne nyina da etumi ahyegire be a enipa entumi afasa be kapre pimpo manfa bi emfamfirim e ma nipa beboro ba yade sa ha 400 e no monya baabi entumi fo muti emfanto a akwakware arosemi yipam na nka ne kire mu se eja no eto honom endra da enumre no nwotwe abapa ho semaduasa ewo endra wukuada kita wonsa bosom ne na to so enkron emfempem yenu ne adonunu mu ene gya ne to ho no ma mekese de adan maako oha ana afinsu papa buru baya hanan omunya baabi efo mutiri nto a akwakwala ho sempa asante mantemu enya sim kuma kram na mra de hyei eche mre ne de yakase bo edin komomra ya na enam senior ton credit fa santemante mu edema yen Samuel ofoli boate nam kwatwen kono mu kire mu sem mi ka sei enam je na to ho no mu nti o maja pade nyina da ne nyina da sei sika edwate o ma de didwa no ne nyina da hye o munya baabi enfo muti emfa ntumpo enam sante no emafra mu ko school a o mo ho no mu nyina da obi antumi anko school ene da afi sem wano mu school ntade ehumma ahodom de sua de ne nyina da hye akwa ya ho sem yi pam na batan ene yemempo a mekese o mo ya batan o madde da nufu ano wa mo kire mu a ewu edi ejadi adi wo mo no nyame anim de kure ni epantoma baabi a wo de o mutiri beto ebi ni honom wo mo dwatre nyina da hye ebi mpo kire mi sei okitema ba ya miensa osan nyam che sei ejapade ye kɔ no enya se bikuma kura wo mo de adesre ede to o my Ghana aban ene nyuma ku ahodo a enhye abanse ene akwankura se de adoi sabe eka wo nanti a na ka oto na ba akofo nso ewure aduru a egunte no mo sra da efa nuane entoma ne anomde de o mahia bi pa wone mu kire mo sra da wone mo pese mo hya brabo na se frode na nso sabe ba akofo ensentumi katanya mia ninti o mo sra Ghana de hye se de adei o mo sra mo ndimo mo de amfa moa efamara mo de nsem sei etudi e kase boanim
mene me nana no ene me nua no mo na ete ha no sei me nana oya abrewa ontime ya hwe monkoye moa ama ankoye moa enye we na me tombo float me chebo float na me koba ema mene me nana no yenye biede eye we na sisi a sana asi endra yakosra obi vranda ene ye dai nti honum na ye dai ya no eni sanipa no oba asem abaka se oh ebia endra na me mamo dai ti adechia monye se anase monye se ye hu baby a ye de ni ebekire ti monkoye mwans nkola na wo school uniforms ni na ahye yantimi amfa hwe kola school uniforms ni na ahye adechia wo ne nam ha ya montimi ko
106.9 FM
enye embra yeso esra madawroma senya yanya baby na de ti ato na owo be 70 something years na me hu baby a ordinary ache CCI baby ordinary ache me nioma me de ye adwuma anwa ene esam ene esichire ni nyina ashe
the man o mo yetre na me sanya m kan efo nyanwe this man so na me tam aka 2 weeks na me die ashe ni baby ameda esa me nyam esa me wa na me de barba me man o mo hwa ba ko di agro na ba ko ni shimichi baby ameda ni wo me kunu efiri de me ana me hwa me man me ana me ko ba na me hwa me man me ni obi ahwa me ana me wo
sesi a ni me de baby de tietu be de tietu ba yiti ba to kra sika kra ya de ba sifa na se de ba handa kra ye nibi nte sira mbo se odun fo me boaye ne de ko ne de enyan
eden bia adure ye hia moa se adomfo emeboa yen ene a woti ye eya adehye a wonom etete baba ayoyo a no go asante mantenum ahodwo mensinnim a eja ahye wonom fie no magya pade e da woto wonom kan na ne kwakura mu na assembly member edema rich inhyiaye so electoral area eye Abraham Buadi ene de yakasa watwetwe nkoma no wokire mu sem sesi a mekese nyana mamoden atimi akwakoyi kumase meyo akobo na amane na mom womo ani sum sem National Disaster Management Organization na mufo podi baboa na ekira o ma betena se na ade hye no mwahodo mu hia no de aba fise de aduro de in fact ahokira pa ena aba ade hye no so.
We've planned that tomorrow around 4 o'clock, NADMO and National Security will be here. We've told them to come around that time, 4 o'clock, 3, so that we set them down and we do one-on-one assessment to know exact property that we have lost here. That is the problem now. So we are taking this opportunity. And now you can't even find a place for the number. The number are too huge. They are more than 450 to 500. So we believe, we've talked to them, that they should also arrange themselves. They can call friends and brothers, sisters in other places till tomorrow. After tomorrow meeting with the NADMO, we will see what and the help that the NADMO will bring forward for us to know what to do. My biggest problem is what they eat from today up to Monday. Today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We are appealing to NADMO. I think they are in charge. They are in charge of all this thing. If they can give them some rice, food items, and other commodities.
DLFM.
Any awoti ye ay assembly member Edema Rage in Shire so abato MPC so ne den Ede Abraham Buadi.
Yento akase bone so na mrahye bedwani Edema Okan Kwe Central eye Patrick Boama eden sama betuja chemu say ya de ne ho adwiri ne ye papa ewo ginesi o man Ghana esi ye efa ye United Nations Human Rights Council voter eno course so mo to aba e de afa LGBTQ plus ne ho a Ghana de anya de a omuko obi na ya de abatoi e course so juada aye omo bobosom ne de etoso enso won fimpimienu ne aduonu numnimu a chese 59 session council e course so wo honom na member state by 29 de omoto abana ka so omo penemu memu 15 no eto abano etiaye na Ghana ka omamiensa a chese omo de anya de mpo omo koye omo ye omaje so omo ko akwakoto abano na bro ne semtrofo etwetwe nkomo na Patrick Boamadi tudwa na ochemu se the Mahama bani de osan komo bomode na komo timi ko no mokoto aba no edit LGBTQ plus nesan so nim say speaker of parliament right honorable Abansuma na Kingsford Babe edibetu ja kotonim abosome no ne de atoso aduonu watwi won fimpimienu ne aduonu num ni say ade a aban no apasi bill no mo hwese nka bibia betimi akoso yenti afa adenti anomanko akoto aba no amfentia LGBTQ plus no the same say edituja.
We were promised as a country by the government of the day that they were not going to support that activity. So we expected that Ghana should have taken a firm position on that. And I was a bit surprised to have seen that Ghana abstained. So we'll be asking the Minister of Foreign Affairs and representatives of government as to why Ghana abstained. I intend filing a question to understand the basis of the abstinence. We've been non-aligned on particular foreign policy matters. There's not a foreign policy matter. There's a cultural issue, value issue, constitutional issue, things that are alien to our culture and our well-being. And if you read our constitution, our cultural values are part of our constitutional establishment or provisions. So we thought the government, having been very firm, loud during the campaigns, ought to have sent the right message to Ghanaians that yes, we campaign that we're not going to accept those tendencies, and that when we get the opportunity to be in government, we are going to ensure. So it was a clear opportunity for government to demonstrate to the world her position on this very important matter.
Eniya uti ye Patrick Boamon na Mashebejani Edema Enquiries Central.
Yantu akase ebo no so na yenyina mu ewan krabo prematenem. Na Ghana fo nyina be yemanim semsem. Emfempem ye no ne aduonu na abatuo num. Ekodu ba bia abrekuma. Not akwajeta. Menteme ho ase ebeda MPP. Ne NDC amanyoko ne ntamtie ne. Adehia wanem wo ablekuma not. Ukoma sebedwuma maye kunafo ni nyanka. Wamu ni masebedwane ma maso ayehye ye pam. Ne santi electoral commission ene hyehye ato akwan mu sem. Enkopo ya adoma ekina da eye fiada kita wonsa bosome no. Ne da etoso du baako. Emfempem yenu ne aduonu endomu. Omukwa akoto aba foforo akwa masebedwane dia ma adehia wanom ewo ablekuma not. Na beto adwa echiremu a MPP amanyoko no yame ogina wono manamu eye nana akwia owusu afriye ede asem koda court say abana odi mu nkwenem nti ampre ma mo nsan koto no foforo bi na no na ndra da asem no kodan Accra High Court antentam court ehwedi na ose asem wedie emu hatu sa tentewuro nti yentumi ni maw kokoto aba no enam no senti nana akwia owusu afriye enada wasifom echiremu a abato no ogina mo pampe okwa akoto se Ghana fa ya madwen se onkwa moboa efri se abato no mpo sunsuanso e ba bonten electoral commission edikra no odi mu nkonim ti no o hwehemu se oba akoto aba na nkonim de besan aba na fa emra oje mre no ne di e kase botwetwe nkoma na wo kire mi sem wo hwe aba o mu de ka to ye na polling stations ahodo be 278 aha mienu ne aduoson nwotwe odi mu nkonim a che se eba bonten na aba wodi nkonim a eboro so no aya ha miensa ne aduanan kron 349 votes enti we de ayade kitua bi o kire MP pachita fon se momra na mombeto aba na ye de aba no obedi mu nkonim odi mi sem sei ato de yakase gbanim.
Nobody is I am contesting. You see my people, you see the way we are fully prepared. We're prepared. Tomorrow we are going for this contest, and in the first place I want to say a big thank you to Almighty God for protecting us throughout the 7 months. We went for election on 7 December, and I won this election with 34,613. My opponent had 34,199. We collated this thing together. My polling agents, their polling agents, we went through all that. And we have now collated 278 polling stations. Those 278 polling stations, I am leading with 349. 349. We were left with 3 polling stations. And then the Electoral Commission came to Parliament, swore under oath that we are left with 3 polling stations. Overnight, we didn't know what happened. And then they said we are going to go back and collate 19 polling stations. Now, what I want to say on or put on record is that darkness can never cover light. I am the light. I am the truth and the light. I walk with gracious God. I keep saying and mentioning God all the time that you can never cheat me and go scot-free. The Lord is going to talk tomorrow. Justice will prevail tomorrow. I am contesting. I want a Blekuma North. Everybody should hear me and hear my voice. I am contesting this election and I am coming out victorious because I won that election and God will ensure that justice prevails. People were waiting for me to come out. Yeah. Now what it is that I knew I had won. And so I was waiting for the right thing. So that's why we went to court. Now when we went to court, the judge says, look, go and contest as Yisi had said.
Any awoti ye ajem. Ya mami a wo pre ma se badwa konwa. Ewa Blekuma North, ewa MPP, amanyuko no edimo. Ne den ede nana Equia Owusu Efriye. Na no achi na de ye kase boko pie mu Blekuma North na ye hu sem. MP amanyuko na chitafo eye campaign bi sa mo se na nsa abai yate sa de aye no. Mo mpanifo se mo nto na adan na mo ye campaign mo so. Mpanifo aka na so se de ade na aye no. Amanyuko ne mane se mo mpem be 20 no se de yete de aye no no. To an ye beto aba no.
Party has said that they are not partaking this election. But on the most serious note, the party said, but our people, our supporters in the constituency said that they are not going to listen. Because one, as the party said, that they are not going to take part of the election, but our candidate name has not been taken out from the ballot. This morning, the Electoral Commission has given us a pool of notes, and it's there. So if the Electoral Commission has not taken our candidate name out of the ballot, so they are also not going to sit down and look for the other party to do whatever that they want. So they are going out to work and make sure that the previous vote that they vote, they are going to prove the NDC wrong, that if the MPP is not going to take her, but they as a party here, the supporters.
If I saw your friend Mabel, Mestre Ubibia or to Abana a ye, and ye na ena air tour. If we say matter this A and B, D in a air tour, and to why we didn't appear with book Nimudia, your best will say, Ubipia Bontene, no other two Ama Wamayoku. Wope message Jinamo is what say MPP 4 I want to abide ye Emma honorable a PFA Omumpia Bontene Rameto Bibia ni way besi basabasa BNC Senior 10 BIA to abide a tone camano Omumpia let's MPP man Omumpia na abano ye beto na enenam sayanto ye beto and to what would deem woman be a baby I would to a baby a mestre
Any awoti ye eye MPP amanyuko no achitafo a wanom ewo Blekuma North e na wote wonmo kan na ne kwakra mu no e na de akase ebo ehunu sem endi samanyuko na achitafo nso ebo ntoa e na ebisa mo se na maya krado na musu abane ya krado efiri se emretintin ye 1996 e na MPP amanyuko yi age mahebadwa konwa Eda Blekuma North dia boss wan putudwuma ba kumpo ma ne senti MPP anasa ndi samanyuko no eye wonom de hia okotu franka de ma ema wonom ya urabna eye open wo mu kire mi sei oye babunu odwene mabunu ho nti abato no matini said mankunim de aye wo mo de yakura dada.
Blekuma North had remained a bona fide property of the New Patriotic Party since 1996. And anytime we go for election, they win between 18,000 to about 25,000 different. This time around, this powerful lady, the Yasantua of Blekuma North, had come, and today we are fighting over 400 votes. Where is the 24,000 and so where has it gone to? So it means there is something wrong somewhere. When they saw they were losing, They created the whole hula baloo and they stopped everything. And now, if they really want, and they know this place had been Waterloo for NDC for all this while, why would they run away from 19 polling stations in their supposed stronghold? And so you cannot even imagine what they are doing. And so whether they come or they don't come, we will go ahead and vote. I have sacrificed the whole of this week to work for Rabna Obi because she's exceptional. I am telling you, we, the older age, we know it is the time for the youth. And she's also a youth, which knows the worries and the problems of the youth. And she's dealing directly with it.
Any awoti ye aye NDC emanyo kuna chitafwa wanom ewo ablikuma not ena wote wanom enkan.
Yantwa kasebo no so niembo nremu awa amanone nsema na chese nhyiamudie bi ekoso ewo White House a eye penifo amoda African nation ano no ebo modern akohia mu no mampani Donald Trump eden nsema tudwa ekanfo eye Liberian mampani Joseph Boakai eye ne brofo awaka na echem se brofo no ede papa na sane waka ne brofo na chese ne ni agiye pa brofo no eye de te se anomanam na we na ya White House ni Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly edi tudwa na ochem se nsema ye Donald Trump akai di atoma koma so ye papa na se obetimi akanfu nipa se die enya ade na mampani dada na wo honom no otimi ye bi ewo ye mfie na ya etwam no.
We want to encourage American involvement in the investment in Liberia. Yeah. We'd like to see that happen. We want to work with the United States in peace and security within the region because we are committed to that. And we just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you. And such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where? In Liberia?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. That's beautiful English.
Sure.
I have people at this table can't speak nearly as well, and they come from. Thank you. And such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where? In Liberia?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. That's beautiful English.
Sure.
I have people at this table can't speak nearly as well, and they come from here. Thank you very much.
Ene ya uti ye eyo mampani Donald Trump ana ebo ye Liberian for eye mampani abaso ye pansa ne brofo na ede ye pa na chesa adisuan wasua akonani wie
106.9 FM.
Me wa fasi Donald Trump ene keka sampani nsemu.
It's a beautiful English.
Beautiful English. Osansi bisasa hefa no kusua na brofo. Me wa fasi we pa.
Na sane na o expert no.
Mumi kra.
Abrone so.
Muye kra. Ghana ni ya ba won chan ofie honom. De adre sofa na men sofa brada kare ya mode. Ani nyane sa santema tenum. Eneja akwakoto baba ayayo. Eno no wo ahodwo a eye nua dan. Enim se gyahihie nkatu atwa nanzo akwageta ema adan baburo ha ne nyina hye. Ema ni baburo ha 9400. Eno munya baby enfo mutrentro egyahihie yi sana ade na tetem fikire ha ya o wote se wunua ho aka adwam so muso muhia moa mumfa sikamra wofa na mumfa bi nkoma wo no vise onyonko da no da maajo
mini azame bi maajo e
meji usi o 49 na bus Austin meyentiu
ozi ejazite na
enim se tu atwa sana ade na mfa
zame bi je omo wo ta baby etisa no ho aya afeyi no esha afeyi no aya desha eno na desha no ma we ba wo because sabi obia otinu adan mu e wo se o ma wani ko wuja eja sabi eja fra ya so adu wadia e wo se o ma wani ko enti se wo ma wani anfo wa no ma say it ba nya me hu o mo mo na o munya aduane ni because na ma na ka say aduane fra o mu benya ya ya me hu ga na mpelefo mo no mo ko so ma fra
enti ya fa kakra bra wo fa na mfa bi nkoma wo no wate
confirmate za akata kwa me de o ka o
wode me kada da fa ka ho na me mfa ni nyina nkoma wo no onyonko da no me da sipi ma ju me da fo
ma ni wo fa
me pa cha odi ni ba bia kase free
but so comfort me
sister kwani kase free
asema ndefile you
all right me ntio
asema we de na no wo se pa
eden me da se pa sister comfort mati ni Medase pa 053 405019 0593 40 6565. Majo medofo.
Yeja.
Auntie Miriam ni.
Mi patro.
All right, dodo am enti o mama.
Yo. Mi patro, wa se asante mamu se no. Kuma se akasa wo tra ho a. Omu life sem no nye. Efie na metimo okuma se no. Seso. Omu de ahuma enu hia. Enu na omu de connect light no. Iti 1 2 3 na jatum. Omu hwie jaso a. Ti se bola dozen no mo a. Omu beti nya hwie proport ne. Ejagu sa bola de ma ne mo. Dia no ahu se eja sati toto a je se wo ni tema no akodumu no.
Okay.
Sa suban no ewa santimamu bebre mi amenima santimamu te se ekruba ko ako 30.
Mate.
Me hu ade bebre nti sa ade no sa suban no mu jan.
Mate.
Enya sa omo akasa na bebre.
Medase pi. Majo.
Sammy B.
Sa kwade atama community 11 champion me enti anime.
Sammy B medase. Also vulnerable people. Omo ye vulnerable no. Omo na tembia no. Omo nimdie ewo fomu nti. Ena sa de ne to. Sikafwa ena wa hu se eja to mu fi.
Intense.
Eja se bae. Won ye nhwe ye hu yie. Enyafo no omo nhwe omo yie. Ena omo ye bibia nso by heart. Omo soja wo omo dem. Kurasi se nka muka na esenka muso. But wakoto gas ni bi odi esi ni dem. Anase bia order ntuntum ti wasokwe. But not move for more modern mundum. Mom and yamba Acadia omudbejo.
Medase, Yaminshra Pisa Quadia. Majo
Aladi Kasuke.
Senior, we didn't be a Casifri, Kofi, Mashamo, Damositiniana. Asama. Yamiado Mehoyapa, Kofi my into.
Oh, Medasadi de Missiana, Emiao.
Hey, Apa.
The Yamias impose Obian Wanka. So, me maybe I mean, say, a just to baby, not check. Oh, I shall my tabula more. What almost a hotspot in Tabun Guan. You see, who a Jano call, not me, a just to baby. You can't say, Yamin, penny for more.
Okay.
Na boy ni anom. Na we ye kan say dia dia to ne nyon nkwa no yede.
No kwase. The chairperson nyon wan epam Kofi me dase pa.
Ni ngame ejo.
Wo so ne nyame entina majo me dofo.
Alaji Trasunte.
Mama Omanjo me enti anumre.
Oh, asemo. Won se won abodwe. Na so ase nsuo de sudi an.
No kwasem.
Ne mo nto we de chopper en ye de to aban ni ma na se mpanyifo anim. Say omumbo won dia no mumbo am.
Okay.
Nipa yamo.
Okay.
Nyametina kam.
Yo.
Ye da yakopon so ase say obi en wan touch no.
All right. Yenso ye da se pa. Majo me dofo.
Yenia.
Senior wodin ba bia kasafre.
Oh, Benji Sema.
Benji me enti anumre.
Me say so say Endra na moka Sema de industry we are out there.
Yeah.
Omo ho na sebe amo wo ntabo mu ni we no. Seni aminu aba ko ne kan na aya mo nhwa mo nyama yi. Edan ba ko enu na ne gas wo. Enu na oso ne coil. Enu na oso ne candle. Afen so mo ye illegal connections bebre. Yes, they ye nianum Ghana for. Ye nyina ye ma ye ni nda ho. Ye nyina ye ma sebe ya dwimu nda ho. Seni ase ye bibia ye be kai hu se ye mba no wo ho yanka se ho ahutri bremu pa ya kwa di nyina no ye de sika ye so ye fe sika nto bank ne nyama o
me da se
so ye de hihye nti ye se nuan anam penifo sam be kwa ye mo adom
me da se bebre senior Benji ma me fa me last caller na ye nso so ye bre na nya ye bia ne sa majo
ye jawo
me do fo din ni ba bia kasafre
Medina Abigail, because I'm second.
Me na Abigail ni.
you, Papa.
Abi ma mintie wanimre.
I say we dey ho. After the jombe dampo.
Etin.
Since yesterday. Tom. Ya din bon penin for no.
Mate.
Yo. The mission is say, Papa, I think we dey stand this year the my ya so gas. Na e dia place to me e ja ho e ko bon komo.
Etin.
E ye diani na we ja ho okota ade. We fi say gas na no atumi ya de e jana kasa to me the force etumi pia bonte. Yes sir.
Yate.
Na no bi ni ma me ni. We enya de tia de ma he pa. Yes na bi nso. Ye diani a e bi make sure say e bi tumu no. Ba ni abesa na yetina ho ye ya de ni wi a na asobe. Nkomo bi a e be wi ansa na wi akobo nkomo me nja ho. Oh, madam, now what's it again?
Medasi.
I think you man who Ghanaian pee. You Ghana ayekesiye. Nti be kom ko bi aso. E na waja ho. Ota ade aba. Ana oni obi bonko mana akofa isan we aba.
Medasi piabi. Ya me nhyira obere ne wadwe nkyere. Me wafa si wante ase da. Majo.
Ameja ometimi so wasmasa.
Hey, John Kwashi, senior Aputo. My 30 seconds, senior.
Never someone at my palm of your papa.
Yeah, that's it.
Sometimes, no, me blame me a more structure and name. Sometimes I used to give for us to come. Put permita, onya. So say, go on more such a no, more bit back on a nipper bear 50-100. So the bit I see, the big clap touch you will be one. If I say, Gonna penny for your strong mita. Octas class open the crab farmer.
Yo.
So yani obede ko be ta sade me ne to kan bi se mo kasa ma ya pa wa nya mo sha mo
nya me nhyira pa John Kwashi nya me nhyira obiri kase bone ye de si emusemufo ne ya maze me berantwi ene se mu oba tuntum si owi otomro si a enwi adwa no ne simu dwere ne sifita nya me nhyira ne pa ne se mu de ma ye DJ Omalo de ekopie mu e wa YouTube makase bro nya bi ehweye DJ Zigbi echinchim afide ne fruma edesom yen akenkan fo ye besin konwa ne ye me Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy bi mene
Adwoa Agyei Sikapa
but they say madam for ba ko say ne ho kafo agya ne nti wanya bi nti aya momo wa ne pabom
abusa say agya me na fa ne masanya obi amene ne keka ho ade adwuma ya fa ato ye ho so nti mesra we de momo mpa ma me
eno ano no de aduro no wofa me hia mpabo mu nyina mu ene ti ade hia Apakan 8 Otenase no de akopama so nsem atoa so ede asomo makasa video nkoso na DLFM 106.9
DL Power Sports on DLFM 106.9 DL Power Sports on DLFM 106.9
They live in the area coming from Ghana from like come cancel it come behind I don't see say your ball check rep is abase be almost 10 years and in Chandra it is a who Ampamo bia amu live in free obia say na buy na kata take charge of the league. You will go bro a buy na take charge of the league. If Anthony Nkumo mu fi anyo mu she obando takra obeba ba ko so ye ni ya obeba ba. Omo ye ni sa.
Sara yanko popano. De na yanko po atoro say be ho no ene be ye ho. Enti ye da yanko po ase. And some mistakes na buy in our players side na. Omutime equalize yenu inshallah bro ni say mintu mo wase obehwe na wasiye no mabi
baby what the direction of Kife's economy here
direction man ye na ediko ye ediko woni na ma kofa obi aba na ma high diamond na mitianika kind of you are journalists some of you don't I think you are doing like you don't go to school. Direction, man. I'm taking Confessor to a good direction. We thank God. We didn't lose in our home today. 4 matches, 1 point. Alhamdulillah. You are taking yourself for bad direction, action, bad caution.
DL Power Sports. It went there. It jam dead. DL Power Sports. It went there. It jam dead. DL Power Sports. The one there. The Jawo. That devil.
Yao dagbe wotro amele gbedran of vinyo fogboto fio gamado meno in sports yemi chogbono yimen ko enyu DL Power Sports update mere kukuno wotro ya la yo madena grona madena mesia me prepomoto fio o me radio no chodare DL 106.9 sports air dimila ye meno yemi chogbono ta radio a ngba delegia nanano gia anyami ganyo bi tuobole bono ko e Facebook e YouTube bekene minga bo efiano yo be she wata sheku wake sports ni ba egba egi DL Power Sports update mekpa bo fai ni ochemoko ni moko akemoko ni mo fiamo ke radio afo DL 106.9. Good evening to our cherished listeners and viewers watching us live across all our social media platforms. Thursday evening, we are back on your radio. We are bringing you DL Power Sports Update. So please, don't hesitate to call a friend to tell a friend that DL Power Sports Update Thursday evening edition is airborne live now on DL 106.9. Busia, maminyina we tsunami mo adwo ama wakwaba. Embe piemo nkrampumpuni mantemene Ghana. Ajatum kasafidie kasia ba kopesu DL. Ohani nsia echiripo enkron ne yawada enwumre. Mre wiedu sa agudie mrantie. Yesin kunya fiti anopa kosi awiani enwumre. Agudie mu nsama wodo etwetwegu aya kwakopedia masemu fo watena se wajebre wewu so asone so kroje ntebeni nyina weyiyi die film ni aka edi osie modu otiefo editie sa wote ohwefo edihwe sa ohwe na yen okafo no edi kase ye kane yede ba eya gudie mu nsama edi adenadene bumfumpa ne adencheche wo Ghana bibrem ani broni cross ya tuni din DL Power Sports Update ntebusia ya tasen samne ya boa no ya bone bede bebi bia obi agigidem tamikuchu ya be sanen samno edi egufam edi ama yamfa seda kese ema Lumba ensupa oni misabre bia tenasia Lumba ensupa darma ena oboy chidom ema yade nsamne ba enti nanso yamfa ma seda ma na Lumba ensupa yensu abadwama nso a emoti emode kama Food and Drugs Authority agia tumsende obepie mo Ghana na opensu ejira ne nanso na mu ode na mute na ono mamfa problem bi amre ode no ani Lumba nsupa na eni je samense Lumba nsupa no ye wone bottle ne ye wone sachet nti ne opebia no obetumi anyanti abusia ensu ayanom de no ani Lumba nsupa efiefie mo mononom na fenso no obane kosku a bottle no fashion ne bag mu no momfanko mo amotonton so Lumba nsupa na monton na fenso no dwumedie bia odibia no fa sumwa hoho ya to apeten ewo nkran ha nti baby a opebia no obenya be dansoma ne patam madam abanyameche akache ewo appeal to slang obe Lumba sport no 0557 349 401 Monfrey madam abanyameche upiem ewo fanko ne patam so a mama Vic akache ewo fanko sport m oben onyinase washing bay no 0500 680783 Bra Kwame ewo Dakuma Circle Station oben adum choba no 0244 094793 and afenso edit kusi APM awodwenya oben Central University no 0246 601004 and 0266 400215 Lumba super opebia to DLFM yankache ewon kran gbogbo janshi ya Wisconsin International University na edi anim hwebora yan reception o oba ba beto yan receptionist oneni ni nkomo se ope Lumba super to be guide o na wetumi anya bia to be bia obia na nwumre se ope bia to ope bia di udwuma bia number obe frɛ no 0355 0 no about 5 miensa de ato aso 27 47 57 0555 274757 and 0577 475343 0577 475343 Lumba Spadarma Odian Esi Agongon DL Power Sports ya wada nwumre de ya tena se ye de babes ma se da kese enkoma kwame afun ba bibia obi ana nwumre otachire ye de ensam no eba DJ Omarion Odian to YouTube obenya dwuma de ni bi ahwe e wo DLFM 106.9 ebusuami ameti akonya kese won eba be pro ensam no de agu fam de amodi amege so no eye ayensu ano de hye Apakan GH de blazer ki yenti we yeba yebesi family atuja de nsam no de asomo
Apakan GH we de nyansa de wadiawo wo interview wo kasai wa hobrase wo radio mu kire se wo yo pabe ne wo radio mampa enti
Abusia yanka jangumna yamfa ensamno ensomo dia yansha se emfanfi Ghana yandiemo na yewia ne de broni kroso de no ede atoa so ede ama na hu ne ekọ ene niaba ewanya gudiem de abusia yansha se emfanfi rugby for no akache na endra ena mede beto anim se rugby for no makoto aba akoyi mpanifo ende no omba be Rugby League Federation Ghana omo mpanifo na mfiemienu ena omo babe totonyama na rugby afane tuma pefra ewo Ghana from 2025 ekosi 2027 na ende board members say netie mami a friend Juliana Story ena president vice president no Daniel Oko Jani ena afenso treasurer Rob Oram ena ubenya board member George Morgan ana afenso David Asokwa ana Equia Ofori ana Herbert Leo Mensa wenso ene board members ntimfia mienu edi anim mpanifo a omba behwe rugby so ewo Ghana no ana yede omonsam ede atu anim yewuram ewo the senior national soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana omo akashi latest FIFA world ranking atumi abetodwa na wiase nyina according to FIFA no o say Ghana yetoso ediosonson 77 position in the whole world ana afenso bepiem ewo Africa yetoso do 9 14th position and yetoso ewo ebibirim latest Coca-Cola FIFA ranking abeto jane say netia yade awonsam so atumi ato anim ewo yendwumedie so enanwere yempiemu ewo Ghana men's under 20 team the Black Satellite of Ghana omakache na uram ewo Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence pramprama eho ana wafu zombie African Cup of Nation no egusua ekoso na wafu zombie African Cup of Nation no enena Ghana yebo yem first game against yenuanom alataya Nigeria game no kwawie no na Black Satellite 1 Nigeria 1 enti Ghana yem first game ewo wafu zombie African Cup of Nation no yani yenuanom Nigeria kwatia obi atumi ahya ne yonko ekaba kwa yede awonsam ede atu anim ewo dwumadie enso eso na ebusia ma memfanto anim nim senche bia next season no ebesha say na Ghana Football Association a confirm say Fusa Ghana Premier League 2025-2026 season no ebesha say memneda August 30th 2025 enti mo amope Fusa no na mo ahya ne so area ma me say August 30th 2025 and next season no etumi ehya say na eno achi so no urama ende no eno beach soccer yes beach soccer and so next season dia no ehya August 23rd 2025 yetumi edi sankomo no edi achiro ewo yendwumadie so enne enwumere na enro na medebeto anim se Ghana brantia ye friend Mohamed Kudus o make a move from Boboku a your friend West Ham United no de nani achemu our Tottenham Hotspur 55 million pounds and Tottenham etua edi amaboboku a your friend West Ham omfa Mohamed Kudus na Laie Kingston a former player edi ma Black Stars of Ghana see Mohamed Kudus mover o make it from West Ham edi akọ Tottenham no ono de osusu se a step ewo ne career mum esanse Tottenham a big team ewo England top 4 ayom kan be West Ham de abribia no mo de da femo extra go ni ade Tottenham no ewo soro Champions League ni ade Europe obebo bi na mum no nanka o expect se Kudus efi West Ham a nka nyanya Chelsea bi team ebetumi compete for trophies nanka obeko West Ham yi onje trophy na asa ko Tottenham trophy GN bedding inti according to Laie no osina nko expect se Kudus be ko team a on betumi compete for trophy season bia.
Yeah, for me I think it's one step in his career.
All right.
West Ham and then Tottenham.
Yes.
Tottenham is among the top 4. West Ham always struggle in
playing European football as well.
Playing European football as well. So for me I think it's a one step in his career.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to go to bigger clubs.
Like Chelsea.
Like Chelsea and all that too.
There's a notion that he doesn't want to leave London.
I think for me, Kudus should be in the club. Kudus should be in the club that will compete.
All right.
To win trophies.
Sure.
You know, Tottenham is a very big club, one of the big clubs in the Premier League. But I would prefer seeing him in one of the clubs that will be competing for bigger trophies. I think that's what is going to make him big. If you look at Michael Essien's career.
Laie Kingston a former player of Black Stars of Ghana Kudus move o make area fi West Ham akọ Tottenham United and Tottenham Hotspur from West Ham United to Tottenham Hotspur no and audience no dia tudwa ye de ama nyame adoma ochna Black Queens of Ghana WAFCON 2025 ekoso e Morocco no omo bo omo second game against Omaya ye friend Mali na a big game ana omo bo ochina 5 p.m. and sa game no eba so Bekani Stadium between Black Queens and Mali. Kim last Bioka Green coach Edema Black Queens osi ochina omo bo against a very good team Mali game no emu be den na game no so tricky na wanya wotre ahwe Mali team ni pa oni momo strength any omo weakness into ochina obe approach game no with ni own star sana be a result no yensa ebetumi aka yentie Kim last Bioka Green.
No, I mean it's we are playing against a good team. They're having especially a couple of good attacking players, so it's going to be a difficult one, a little bit tricky, I will say. Of course, we have watched the team, spent many hours to watch the opponent, so we know their strengths and weaknesses. But in the end of the day, we believe in ourselves. So the most important is that we attack this game in our way to play, with our style. So that's the most important in this game.
Kim last Bioka Green Etwanen Samson Adituga say against Omaya Yefren South Africa. Ye lose by 2-0 no. Ye nya femu de ebo game ni pa na emomo no nkuguo e na ye die na ochena no e say ye yire ho na mmone mo ayeda na di editia South Africa no ye pejemu edi kwa anim se na be ye ochena Mali no ye betumi anya nkunimdie no edi etia omo.
Yeah, I think the result, of course, is not the result that we wanted. But in the same time, we played against a very good team. I think we, in a big period of the time, we were the better team. We had more shots. We had more shots on goals. We had more corners. We hit the bar twice, and they had one VAR penalty and scored. So, but overall, I think we did pretty well. So we just need to leave that game for now and move on and make sure that we do an even better game against Mali.
Kim last Bioka Green coach Edema Black Queens. Nyami admoch na WAFCON no Black Queens boy in second game against Mali 5 p.m. and somebody atu jano no a ye de asum Jennifer Kwadwo Black Queens player osi we akwenya kese Edema no any players ni bia aka so mbetuma ko gina Ghana nemo ewo Africa stage abo WAFCON no enti ono de oye proud ye pa no se ne target ene so obeboa Ghana no chino matwia fa Mali so akọ mani makotwia fa Tanzania so akwa piem e final na kuru an kra wa hwe anim so betumi di aba Ghana.
Not for me because this is my first WAFCON. Since I've been playing for the national team, so I've been dreaming for this and I've been wanting this for as long as possible. So being here is a privilege for me, and knowing that my family, people back in Ghana, is watching us and being part of a group that is being choose to represent our country is huge. I definitely wakes up, missing the first game even for me. I was like, no, because I wanted this, and so every day I'm like really looking forward to showing up and giving what I can for my team, and definitely getting to the final because that would be a very great achievement for me and where I'm at in my career and everything. So I'm excited every single day. Whatever I get to show up, it's something that I'm always going to be grateful for. Yeah.
Jennifer Kwadwo player at my Black Queens and what's in Canon. Kate years okreko CAF second vice president oko CAF Africa interclub competitions na yebo no no ye penny odano na Ghana so no na ye FA president o say o hwe Black Queens na ye quality ye na quality na ye no so no oje emaba wani die panti o chena sa quality no ebede di etia Mali ema nkunimdie ne yetumi adi nkuni wose o chena game no ebe open game sanse Mali fon be o madwin so mbe wini Ghana so be yan adwin se be wini nti game no ebe open game Ghana quality no gidi o chena nkunimdie be yan dia ket yes okreku.
Like I said, I think we have quality. I think that the pre-tournament fever would have been wiped out as a result of the first game. Obviously, there were some nerves going to your first game. A lot of these players are quite new to the WAFCON. You see players like Comfort and Co. or having their first stint at this level of the game. So once the first game is out of the way, I think that psychologically you'll be okay for the second game. And they knew they were playing against the defending champions. So obviously, again, they have to give them some amount of respect. But against Mali, who also lost, against Mali, who also have to play to win, I think that the game will be open, and that's where our quality will show. I'm happy that the girls are very focused, and we're all looking forward to this all-important game.
Kurt Okreku, Ghana Football Association President, CAF, Second Vice President, CAF, Interclub Competitions, Chairman Odano, and with me acting in council. Young PM, our Honorable Idi Kofi Adams, now swear. Oye oswafo a goodie no ono na ohwe so ndra okopie mu ewa santimantemo Baba Yara Sports Stadium okohwe ni state no se na be ya baby ase ne ase no ombetumi asiesie na nyinayin sports complex okopie mu enso ekohwe se na ni state no etie na oko inspect Baba Yara Sports Stadium ewie no na odi tu dwase Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mama ababie etumi ahye mu se Baba Yara no mo ni nkon na kwan ombefa so ama agina na so ama yatumi asi akan wo yatumi asi ntino o show bi abo se Baba Yara no ombetutu nyama ne ase bi ombesiesie na nche bia Baba Yara agukansie ebe hyasie ewo.
I can assure you say enche bia by the directives His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Odimaye they say a good year ye didn't ever Baba Yara Sports Stadium because in terms of soccer ever mean stadium facilities now players quickly Baba Yara friend the maker of what football it is we make a no engine year now it me how but Yababeshe and yet beyond us.
Honorable Idi Kofi Adams etwane Samson odi tu dwase yen stadia Adwoa Ghana na tetia pro na pansam na ohye Ghana fo nyina bo se Ghana abanwe obeye ni obeye bia se na beya yen stadia Adwoa atetia pro apansam no yebetumi ayeniye ena yebisanse Honorable Idi Kofi Adams say na Baba Yara ya ose mobeye ni yen stadium sa Adwoa atetia na pro na pansam no Baba Yara no kotoko pedi abo CAF Confederation Cup obetuma hyeyembo se mube wie ne ntam se na be ya kotoko ebetuma abo CAF Confederation Cup no ewo Baba Yara na.
I can assure you say enche bia by the directives His Excellency John Dramani nyina ka huntina maba well nyina ka huntina maba say ben person ombebo no ha ka ben sorry man just immediately and not just even the Guinea Gold Stars also qualify for continental level now no buy no at the same no we do say nyini die akwakoye mo wo enti senka yebetumi so ya bibi ewo Baba Yara ha omo be adapt ha so bien home because so it is not just Kotoko. Two teams from Ghana omo nyina eko continental level
Honorable Kofi Adams ne krakom no de tu dwase renovations awoye stadium Adwoa no Ghana ban kwantumi yenti ankrankra ene companies amwo Ghana okotosre se be ya momna na mbe support aban se na be ya renovations Adwoa no yebetuma ye awoye stadium Adwoa
na o se ye kabo muso ehwe bibia ebetunya ye den enyamwa aban kwa entumi ye den enye amayaman bebre ya omo sports etina yenu individuals any corporate public and private ni nyina no omo kabo ebua stand ebe ye den ebe koyi so ye be nyamwa.
Honorable Idi Kofi Adams, Sports and Recreation Minister Andra Emro Remo ewa santimantem koye inspection ewa Baba Yara Stadium sena eho no etiero nsomodi tu dwane yede amao Mr. Yaw Ampofo Ankra ene Director General Edema National Sports Authority osi adwuma bebre wo Baba Yara esomoye na adwuma no enhyase na adwuma no sena edoso esomoye nti omu hia bre eno matumi ede aye enti ontumi nhye obi abo se ne ochena no ochinachi eno mbe wie renovations work ewo Kumase Baba Yara Stadium.
can't sit here and answer that because the extent of work has not been concluded and the work hasn't started. And obviously, since the last inspection in 2024, where the Baba Yara was not deemed suitable, did not pass, the grade for Category A matches, there hasn't been any other inspections. And so I think we should be very clear on that. Hopefully, by the time or before the inspectors come, it will be. But I can't promise because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And we need time.
Mr. Yawan Pofuankra, Director General of the NSA, and Watson and Canon, Jonathan Soa, a former player at the Dambot FC Mediama, and a Ukopiem Tanzania, Siginda Black Stars Football Club, a Hono Sinakai. Now, see, or the Asadaka here at the Mediama team owner, I friend Mr. Moses Pakadaya, and now feed Dambot ever signed the Mediamano. Few days later, and Oko prior, na Moses Amapaka and Janimu, o Sonimu Ashian, Sergio Okoye Krano. Moses Amapaka ne tuani nyinantino Moses Amapaka ye obia ono Jonathan Soa ni rem finida sadia na Moses Paka yemano no so na niye pa oni ye nua mo shaba na twetwe nkomo ye ntie bi
Moses shimi na menim ni po ba sa ta me sign contract ni we I think say 3 days time na menem ko buye and ni ade bia me kasi idanasi wo eno ho say atumi afa ni say ni ba anana kwala wan jami mu wa hwemi agadi mi atumi fu a abedu sa pempeso yi ana de ba me kasi media sidama no because say obi sound na ombo match bi amane ne within 2 days no mu akobu a no no asa tam skasa akosiesie na ma dia you need to know say otawasem who are the kasepa yaman sanipa no so I think everyone
Jonathan Soa Tuane Samson already to just say before moving from Damboats akwa Mediama no Oko haso folk akachi say okoye trust akoye justify say has emfano nanso no bia animu nti has for pamono o se sade na ye ne yapa nanu nti no ne has hia bribia na oshom na momo no say obeye justify has for pamono mama na anya kra still na no na bemu muye ansa na ode ne bobo beba wie no no Jonathan Soa obebo has ansa na wa retire
o se be call na amopamo da we ye be na Adamu Yoden. O say me call na amopamu mi. Da we here be na mpa why. Me call answer na me call mediama. Yeah, 2022. Who call has. Na say who call say okobo. Me go justify. Ela we say onya de. Awon say me da bi awon say one de me ba. Ela we say de. Ana me ka tam so me kwa na me ba. Ela we say kofi. Am say kofi. Na bo anka ncho so ni mbo nche wo ma okwan ma. O de bi. Anka say bebre. Ani de ni ade aya me yapa. Football career. A football career. Has pamo. I'm yapa. But I know me and me you don't me timusuta. Ba besa gba wo. Besa gba mam. No ma prove ya mo say pamuna mo pamu me no. E yapa za mo pamu ma ko hye nyama piaba. Aba
Jonathan Soa ana watenenka enso oni yenu mo shaban ana twetwe nkoma ye de ehonsam e de ama homo World Cup 2025 Homo Peace Cup ebaso na ene ena ye lanche ye na ebebaso August 17th our Accra Sports Stadium ye de she gbese manche ni ayibonte ye de she na nimonyam Heart of Folk ene bobo kwa FN Heart of Lions nebebo Kwame Opariado ena ekasa edema bobo kwa ye FN Heart of Folk according to Kwame Opariado no ose oma ye ready for Homo Peace Cup no na ombeye ni ombeye bia edi a renew trophy no Ede ashe omo former management member ni ayibonte enimonyam Kwame Opariado.
Ready? Our team most definitely ready. Defending champions, a lot will be expected of us. The technical team understand that, the players understand that, and our former head, that is Busy Manchester. We will go out there on the 17th of next month and not disappoint him or disgrace him. We will do our best to ensure that at the end of it all, our junior brothers will do their best, but we have to go back with the title. Thank you very much.
Kwame Opariado ahead of the Homo Peace Cup so August 17th in Nawakasa. Stephen Botche, Heart of Lions administrator. Osi omonsono omo take Homo Peace Cup no. Omu taking it serious, omu taking it lightly kra. enti omonso ma ye crowd for house kwambia so no omesha omo agi kruwa no e de afi omonsam.
Last season, this tournament or this cup competition played a very big role in our preparation towards last season, which enabled us to have the This time around, we are not taking it lightly at all. We've invited the boys already. I don't know whether our preparators have done that. We have invited our boys. They started pre-season just for this match. So please, they all have won. Last season, you know how it went. We lost on penalties. This time, we won't send them to penalties. We will end it there at the 90 minutes. We'll have Kwadwo Football Club is very, very ready for this match on the 17th. So watch out, Enquires. Thank you very much.
Stephen Botwe, administrator, Edema Bobokua, your friend on Heart of Lions, and with me. Atenenka and so ewo honum Richard Buedu Agadas sababa to kotoko ni na di nkomo edu echire se omo former captain Richard Buedu Agadas on Samra Embassy Akan emfa emomo kakra bi ewa manone ne endra FIFA Club World Cup semi-final 2 game no etumi atodwa na PSG for na nansen obia ntumi ne omo mo no omo che Real Madrid ebo meka poli and 9 Emma Omo entumi antintindra PSG 4 Real Madrid 0 ntimi no ka say PSG a qualify air finals and so ewo nyame adoma kwasiada na Chelsea any PSG at the final no ede ebebo ani wo a yede ewonsam ede amount final no of FIFA Club World Cup is set Chelsea any PSG na ebo nyame adoma kwasiada enso so na Real Madrid for ne se nanse nyama nkoye mfama Arsenal show Barcelona show PSG na omo show mo for nti no ma unso mo team no e so mo yen sakranti players no on be gya dodo na akwan na afen so omo sign dodo na omo aba any reporter efi Madrid akachi eba Christian Nogard officially no Arsenal signing no from Bobo Kwa friend Brentford Denmark midfielder jersey number 16 and omo dia man 10 million pounds and Arsenal etua edema Bobo Kwa ye friend Brentford ewo Theo Hernandez a French defender we fi AC Milan de nani achimo Saudi Arabia Ahila okobodi amam sika Ahila tuadema AC Milano 25 million euros ye de awon samdema Morgan Gibbs White English midfielder Tottenham agree a fee with Nottingham Forest 65 million pounds new release cross no Tottenham etua na omodi afa Morgan Gibbs White no efi Nottingham nti Tottenham for no my word ye pa ndra omawiwe kudus ene nso no omawiwe Morgan Gibbs White and so ebusia yemfa NC na yenko na bibia kama na memfa birthday wish we sorry so DJ Marion picture na me ma no fa to suma me na ye fro Janet Dede ana Dede Janet na owo Madina ha ewo Accra na wa damfo a ye friend Mavis a o kofodia se ene wa woda enti Dede Janet a we adwuma wa Accra Madina wa damfo a ye friend Mavis o kofodia se yenjina DL 106.9 kasafidie kesi so mfan ratio happy birthday osinyame nhyiraw onya wakoma so ade bia ma no nto nkwanem na ne awope bia onsanka ose odowe pa one wa yonkofa no ontoto na sepkra nti once again Dede Janet awoye adwuma ewo Madina wadamfo Mavis awokofodia se na ye wa wode o we show happy special birthday ebusia yam fancy na yanko asida kese enkoma kwame afumota ekire yede nsam no ebae DJ Omarion enso ede yanko Facebook ane YouTube ema unya bi ehwe menso amede nsam no besomo wono din ameje so no ayensu ano de share Apakan GH the Blazer King wofa Sammy Tuga Madina Masalachi Opportunity Bank anymore otombema empabwa wofa yenchiao na yana wasese de bia utie yen enso ewo one sister na ene squad ni nyina yenchiao nti wofa Sammy Tuga yechia ena Ishwan of Ishwan Kitchen and Ishwan Kuto Yenchiao and Joshua Colley of a God Day Collection.